Well, Alex Neil, congratulations. That is some way to start as Norwich City manager. How was it for you?
Yeah, well, it was great to get 3 points. I think the game sort of had twists and turns in it. I think the sending off was a huge turning point. I was actually enjoying it from my seat up in the stand until that point, and I just felt as if obviously everything had changed, and I felt as if I was sort of better suited to being in the dugout. So I came down, and thankfully for us, we managed to defend well enough, and Cameron Jerome's come up with a fantastic winner.
It was a great goal, yes. We noticed you came down straight after that red card. What was it particularly about that moment that made you think, right, this is where I step in?
Yeah, well, Mike and Gary had prepared the team, so I didn't want to sort of intrude too much, because obviously I didn't really get a chance to work with the players at all during the week. But when it goes down to 10 men, then it's completely different. You know, the shape of the team completely changes. And to be fair, I was just speaking to the guys as well, and as a group, we decided in terms of how we're going to go about it, and hopefully contain Bournemouth and not concede a goal. And thankfully for us, we managed to nick one at the other end.
What did you learn about the set of players you've inherited today?
I've got quality players, so I don't think there's any questions about that. I think you've seen that in the goal, and also they're resilient. They've got hard work, they've got a good work ethic, and I think that showed, and that was the main reason we got 3 points.
What about the sending off? That's the moment we've talked about already. Were you expecting a red card to come out?
I wasn't even expecting a foul, if I'm being honest. I was right in line with it as it happened. I've looked at it again in the video, and Johnny Howson hits the ball clearly. So really disappointed in the decision. But obviously the referee's angle must have been different from mine.
And there you are, down to 10 men, 1-1 against the league leaders who haven't lost a league game for months. To win from that position is quite something, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but that just shows the sort of quality in the squad. You know, we know we've got that sort of potency up top. We Hoops getting his goal as well, which is great. And then, as I say, Cameron popped up and got the winner for us. So, no, it's fantastic for the lads. It's fantastic for me. It's my first game as well. We've got a lot of work ahead. I think we can still improve in certain aspects. However, you can't argue with the start. It's fantastic.
Just to clear up what's been happening over the last 24 hours, who picked the team today?
Gary and Mike picked the team. They'd sort of done the shaping and stuff on the Thursday and the Friday, and I just sort of had a brief chat with them how they're going to go about it, and everything in terms of how we were setting up was sound, and I just came down at the end, as I say, because circumstances sort of changed within the game.
Half time, were you in the dressing room then? Yeah,
I spoke to the players in the sort of match build up at the hotel. Spoke to them before the game at half time, and then also at full time as well. So yeah, I've had an influence over things, but in terms of the team, it was Gary and Mike that sort of prepared them for the game.
Has that been quite a difficult balancing act, because you are the manager and you want to get involved, but because you haven't prepared the team this week, was it difficult to know where to draw that line? Yeah,
of course it is. You know, but the one thing is we want to work as a group. You know, I spoke to Mike and Gary, and it's a sort of group decision, if you like. Ultimately the final choice will be mine, but I didn't think it was fair to really influence the side at this point, considering I hadn't really met the players and certainly hadn't worked with them in the training ground, so I didn't think that was the right thing to do.
And a particularly sweet moment, your first meeting with the Norwich fans, or 1,300 of them anyway, to go over there and applaud them at the final whistle.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, they travelled in their numbers, and they were great for me and great for the squad today. You know, and you need that, particularly away from home. And they sort of dragged us over the line, so we just wanted to show our appreciation at the end.
What do you feel is your first job, though, the first thing you've got to put right, if there is anything?
We just need to continue to win games, you know, but there's sort of certain aspects of the game that will go over with the team that I think we can improve on, but the general play is good. You know, it's just a case of making sure we defend our box well enough and also carry that threat at the top end of the pitch.